What's going on, Stick Crew? Welcome back to the Stick Crew podcast.
My name is Finn Van Eekirk, joined with my co-host across from me, Spenny Castle. We got Connor Furr to Farley beside him. And joining us today, producer Dean Kittle, everybody!
Yeah!
Actually joining us on the pod.
Pleasure to be on the couch,
We've all been
boys.
waiting for this day.
Yeah.
Pleasure to be on the couch.
Yeah, and, not an honorary Stick Crew member, but, I mean, well, after today's takes, we'll find out.
Producer Ski.
He is wearing
We'll
a
find out.
jersey.
Yeah.
I met the minimum
it's more than
requirements
you
to
say
get on
for
the couch,
yourself.
man.
He's checking some boxes, man. He's taller than McKay.
So,
Why did they didn't?
Don't,
Okay.
yeah.
Steiny. Yeah, Steiny.
Oh, yes. Steiny, yeah. Okay.
They brought me off the bench.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
End day contract, and
And he's some good eye candy, too. We love it.
I'm making $1 million less than everybody else, but I'm happy to be here.
you're making negative $1 million.
Thanks for joining today, you guys. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Follow on Apple and Spotify and on the X, the TikTok, and the Instagram. Today, we're just going to be, it's more of a relaxed episode today. We're just going to be chatting a little bit about the Super Bowl. I know we're a bit behind on that, but going to be just kind of going over what happened and then jumping into just some Olympic action because, I mean, everything else is pretty much on pause right now. Like
Pretty
NBA's
much.
out.
Yeah.
NFL's done. NHL is obviously on pause right now. So
We actually spent time tonight watching Glorilla play basketball.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
That's how paused everything is.
Yeah, you speak for yourself.
I mean, at least we have real basketball players now. We got the Rising Stars game or whatever this is. But yeah,
Right on.
Super Bowl, man. That was kind of a stinker. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
I loved it.
I
Every minute of it, but it was yuck.
kind of circling back to what we talked about before. Are we surprised?
No.
No.
It was kind of a
We
consensus vote
all-
that is precisely how that game was going to go.
Yeah,
so.
we all kind of had it go in that direction. And I mean, I thought for a second it was gonna get like a little closer, but
It got spicy for like 35 seconds there in the fourth quarter. And then-
until Drake May threw it away.
I love the specifics on that. 35.
I think that's the exact amount of time. I think if you went back and clocked it, we're sitting around that 35-second mark.
Yeah.
Did you
it's
guys-
very possible.
Did you guys see on TikTok that there's a dog? This lady has a dog, and she puts 2 buttons in front of it that like make noises or whatever, and she'll assign a team to each button.
Oh,
And
for
the
who
dog
wins?
has been right about the winner of the Super Bowl 3 years in a row now.
Holy shit.
And
Is
somebody
it the
bet 30,000.
No, the corgi bounces the
That's
ball.
the ball, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The corgi's dope too.
Somebody bet 30 grand on it.
I don't know. That
Someone put 30 grand on that?
Yeah, and guess what the return was? 45. Are you
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
$30,000?
Seahawks money line there, yeah.
To get-
45, that's it?
Are you
Yeah.
gentlemen? Are you
That's a whole ass car.
putting 30,000 down for a return of $15,000?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. It's a
No.
yeah.
God,
So,
no.
Did we ever find out where
Not
the
worth
little
it.
girl that picked the helmets went?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't fucking like her.
Oh, well,
Uh,
you should because if
she
you,
broke Bo Nix's ankle, damn it.
if you followed her, I think it was through the first 2 rounds, you would have been 100% opposite. to what
Opposite,
she
yeah.
said. Yeah.
It was in that video of the Bills Broncos game, she picks up the Broncos helmet and then puts it back down and picks up the Bills helmet, and I thought we're safe, and we somehow both lost. She was right about that too.
Oh, dude, she picks the Chargers, and this is the first round. So I'm like, hey, right on. Little did I know that was just the curse we needed.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like those things go either way, you know.
Yeah,
But-
100%.
But I mean, yeah, I there's no way I'm putting that much money on a dog.
Yeah.
Like,
But hey,
Yeah,
it's
not
been
off
right.
the word of a dog.
ugh.
But here's the thing everybody's debating is each time there's, I think, an orange and a green button. And every time it's hit the green button. And people are wondering if that's because dogs can't see orange.
Possible.
Hmm.
So it's just kind of right. Who knows?
So the lady's influencing, actually. Yeah, I think the Seahawks are going to win. So my dog does too.
She's the real
Yep.
Messiah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, she's the prophet.
I know Connor's gonna be looking at that next year.
I'm gonna DM her. I'll be like, make sure the dog picks Broncos.
Not
yeah,
next year.
yeah.
Not
I
next year.
mean,
You got Mike McDaniel to deal with.
oh brother.
Oh, just shiver me fucking
Here we
timbers.
go.
Yeah.
As
You
an
got-
as an OC.
You got Mike McDaniel to
As
deal
an
with.
OC.
Yeah, you're diversity
Yeah.
hire, Mike McDaniel.
As a head coach, that's a different story. As an OC, 100% something to be worried about.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
I mean, win a fucking playoff game and get back to me.
All right, you can
Yeah,
have that.
you don't have a lot of ground here,
can
Sven.
have
You don't
that.
have a lot of
You
ground.
can have that one.
But yeah, in the game, man, I mean, some decent plays. Kenneth Walker comes out with the MVP. A lot of people were fading him because of the Patriots D, and I saw a lot of people just in terms of props, like on YouTube, whatever, they were kind of fading him, and I did not trust that for a second.
No, I just think he's that much better.
Yeah. So go.
And like, if you watch back, I'm sure at numerous points, I glazed Kenneth Walker like crazy. Go buy Kenneth Walker. Go buy Kenneth Walker. And if you did, you're probably pretty happy right now. Yeah, you definitely got to see what he can do in a bell cow role. It's pretty spectacular.
So if you see him re-signing this next year, how does that backfield kind of work
Yeah.
Well, Sharp's out
Sharp is
Well,
going to be
for
out
probably
for a
the bulk
bit.
of next year.
when he's back?
When he's back, here's the thing. Like, a lot of teams are transitioning into that kind of two-person backfield with your receiving back and your bruiser. And not that either of them are necessarily either of those. They're both kind of well suited for receiving and for being that bruising back. But yeah, I mean, when you look at it from like an actual NFL perspective, they limit Kenneth Walker's touches and they ride him like crazy in the playoffs. And then he's a key
Pause.
contributor. What?
You heard him.
Continue.
I actually did not hear him.
Said pause.
Pause?
Yeah.
Why?
You're getting a little freaky with the commentary.
Oh, yeah. Whatever, man. Whatever. No, they use him a lot.
Oh,
They
yeah.
use him a
Sure.
lot,
Yeah.
during the playoffs, and he ends up being an integral factor in them winning all of those leading up games and the Super Bowl itself, winning the MVP. So, yeah, as much as my fantasy brain goes, give him everything. It's like, from a smart NFL perspective, I could see when Sharp is back, it's still splitting. Maybe not as much as it was this year, because it was damn near 50-50.
It was pretty close, yeah.
I could see closer to a 75-25, even maybe a 60-40 kind of thing.
Yep. I think it's beyond guaranteed at this point. Like, I'd be shocked if they don't re-sign him. Like, especially
I would
after
think
winning.
so,
Yeah, with Sharp going down, I think before it was a
Yeah.
way bigger question. Honestly, I think before they would have just kept Sharp and let Kenneth Walker go,
I
because he's going to be
agree, yeah.
expensive.
Yep.
Now, granted, there is another option that they franchise tag him this year.
Could
And
be.
that gives
Still
them,
fucking expensive.
It is expensive, but that gives them one more year to have that tandem backfield and then let him run.
Yeah.
So, because then by that point, Charbonnet is probably healthy.
Yeah.
And back to nearly 100%.
Yeah, probably.
Totally. Did you guys see the streaker that got down onto the field? I mean, he just had his shirt off, but guy was wearing his meta glasses.
The meta glasses on, yeah.
And had the whole POV of him running on the field. And I don't know what Patriots player it was
Okay.
that took him
it was
down.
Kyle Williams.
Yeah, that
So-
was
A player took him
hilarious,
down.
dude.
This
Yeah.
this may be rumor mill, but I heard that this guy does this often,
So he,
and he bets on himself.
yeah.
Well, he doesn't bet on himself.
He bets
on
for there to be a streaker, yeah.
And then,
And
yeah.
then he gets out there, and with whatever money he makes off the bet, it has to be a different sports book that lets you do this. Like, it may be Kalshi or something.
It's like
that.
Polymark or
Something like that. And then he takes the money that he wins, he pays his bail,
Yep.
and then Bob's your uncle.
Oh
And
yeah.
there was a photo of him in a disguise. Because I mean, like, realistically, when they're like, "Oh, you have a lifetime ban," it's like, how? There's no way the 16-year-old kid checking you in is gonna fucking figure out if you're the streaker or not.
You're
Yep.
banned from here.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
They're
So-
not checking IDs, right? So
No, not unless you. Well, yeah. and especially with his disguise, they're probably not checking IDs at the bar either.
Yeah. So I heard he put like 30 grand on it,
That's what I heard.
and
too.
he won 300 grand.
Yeah.
No, there was a story about that. I'm not sure. It was a while back, but there was a streaker at a game, and he had like a pink leotard on or whatever. And what he did is he got him and like 8 friends or something all to bet that there would be a streaker and like other little details. And they ended up making like $1 million, I think, because they all put in bets and put it in a pool and did all this thing collectively. And he proceeded to go on like every podcast and every news site he could and was bragging and bragging and bragging about how he pulled this off. And obviously they found him and then like took it all away. And I think to that extent, he got like in a lot more trouble.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes me wonder, like, whether or not this is gonna come back on. And I don't know who it is, to be honest with you, but this guy that had streaked at the Super Bowl, it makes you wonder, like, whether or not the same thing's gonna happen to him. Now, granted, I didn't see anything like kind of boasting related, but somehow it got out. So
He posted
he
it.
did post it. So even if he's not like outwardly bragging about it, I mean that's kind of a form of it too. So
Because
I think that
in the POV video, like of him jumping off onto the field, you'll see right before he jumps, there was another guy that jumped right before him.
yeah, and
So-
gets
And
absolutely
he got
mauled,
he got
right?
swarmed, so he took that as an opportunity to go. But there's no way that he didn't know that was going to happen.
sacrificial
No, you know what?
lamb.
Yeah.
I bet you that was part of it. I bet
Oh,
you
totally.
he was part of the guy that got tackled was probably part of the winnings and then Bale.
He was the
split out.
sacrificial lamb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They totally knew each other.
because when they do it at the exact same times.
Smart as shit, man.
Now, here's my question. This guy has to be making way more money outside of this because he has front row seats to the Super Bowl.
Throwing out the $30,000
true.
bet to begin with. Yeah.
And let me, yeah, true. And what was a nosebleed or average seat at the Super Bowl this year? Like
Couple grand.
yeah, 40 grand, something like that. Is that high?
It's not low.
No, but is that kind of accurate?
I think the lowest was around 4 grand, right?
Something
Yeah,
like that. It
it's
was
a
like
couple grand for sure,
$4,000 or
yeah.
something like that. This man had like right there. Unless he
Three row
walked down,
seats.
which we don't know. But
Unless he knew like we're going to be making $300,000
True.
off this. So he says tickets are write off, the bails are write off, whatever the bets are write off,
I didn't think it was that much payout. Someone told me it was less.
It would have been a
Anyways,
pretty decent
I
Again,
thought it was around 300
again,
grand.
rumor mill, but whatever. That's kind of funny, kind of cool.
would you guys
Isn't
do
that
it?
an interesting thing to do with your intellectual ability?
Oh yeah.
Your free will,
in the
dude.
grand
Fucking
scheme
works,
of
man.
things, you're like,
Apparently it works.
Listen, I'm a smart individual. I'm gonna bet on myself to run across the football field in the Super Bowl
Yeah.
without my shirt on. I don't know what it said on his chest. He had writing all over his chest.
Do you think that counts as a payout if he gets like a few feet on the field?
Yeah, like that
and
first
then-
guy. If he got tackled right
Good
over,
question.
and then if not, are you willing to take that? But are you putting 30,000 down to say I got to at least clear 20 feet?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy looked pretty athletic. I bet you that with the sacrificial lamb, even if there was one guy there, he'd probably fight pretty hard to get at least on the field.
If I had $30,000
$30,000
on the line, I'm not getting on that fucking field. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was well prepared for what he was doing. Because to be fair, he was also outrunning like all of the security guards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you see on the meta glasses, the one guy coming along, and he's just like
He was swerving. He was
was
swerving
cool.
some guys.
It wasn't
Yeah.
until he
And
had
then he
fucking
pans
New
over.
England Patriot in his
Yeah,
eyes.
he
Said,
sees Kyle Williams, and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
slides, he goes down, and he goes, I'm not doing
Well,
this
he knows
anymore.
because if something like happened with like a player, that's like a even bigger fine. Probably,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And that's the other
Yeah.
thing with the player tackling him is like these athletes are like fine china. They have like millions and millions and millions of dollars salaries and contracts, and any like a broken toe could take it all away.
Yeah.
So you see a streaker going through your game. Why would you tackle him risking like every tackle is a risk of injury?
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
It may have just even been like the psychological piece where it's like, oh my god, this giant superhuman is running towards me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go down now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you get the exact same reaction if you're dealing with kind of a drunk fan that just decided to jump on the field. Like clearly this guy was doing this for a reason. And you see him at the end of the video, he slides, and then on the meta glasses, he goes, "You got me, you got me, you got me."
Yeah.
Like,
He's done this before.
he's like, I surrender.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, 100%. I think it comes down to because you've seen football players do this before. They run towards the streaker. There's been a couple that I've actually.
There's been a couple that have
Yeah.
actually
Like-
fucking parked them. Yeah.
But for the most part, they kind of just run up and like hands out kind of
Yeah.
thing. So
Because as a coach, I'd be pretty pissed if one of my players tackled a streaker. I'm like,
yeah.
you know, you're putting yourself in so much risk.
Especially if they got hurt during it or something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
right?
not your job.
Yeah.
Like it's not your job. Yeah.
That's why you make sure that they don't run towards the defensive side of the ball because you're sure as shit right there to hit 'em.
Yeah.
The linebackers, absolutely, they're gonna have a piece. So.
was it during active play? Because I know that changes it.
No.
Okay.
Has there really?
That would
ever-
be
Has
ballsy.
there been?
No, I don't
many
think anyone's
streakers
hit the
during active
balls.
play?
But I've heard that brings the fine from a couple $1,000 to like
Yeah,
$50,000.
It would go
Yeah,
up a
yeah,
good
yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, there's risk for injury for everybody.
And then
Could
risk to the
fucking
players,
intercept the
risk to
ball.
the bets, risk to the
Yep.
everything. You know, if you fuck
You
up a
would go
play.
down as kind of a legend.
If you
May.
picked off a pass, then
You
you
pick off
streaking onto the field.
You pick off
Touchdown.
Drake May for what was it? His 4th interception of the game.
We'd have more picks on the year than the Jets.
You're now in the NFL record book. Yeah.
Like they're gonna sign me for sure.
without a shirt
This
on.
bottom of the list is like 33 Jets, 32
Mike-
Connor Farley.
Yeah, Mike Sherman, yeah.
I mean, that was Forrest Gump, wasn't it? Like he just somehow made it onto a football field, and they're like, "We need that kid."
Dude,
Yeah. Yeah.
I kept running.
Anyway.
So my question is, and going over to that Drake May interceptions really quick. My hot take hit 2 interceptions for Drake May.
yeah,
Just
good
wanted to shout
God.
that out,
guy
but,
3
stinks.
turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble, correct?
In total, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
and, one giant pile of shit down his leg.
but
No kidding.
but sticking with the whole streaker thing, like, would you guys look to put money on it next year? Is that like a thing that you would consider?
I don't know about next year because I feel like just with all the media around it now,
They're gonna lock in.
they're
Gonna
probably
wait out
gonna
2
lock it
years.
down, especially considering they know it's not just drunk fans jumping on the field; it's guys that are fucking betting $30,000 on themselves.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't, but I mean, crazier things have happened. Yet again, you can also get a drunk fan that misses one security guard and boom, that you cash out, right?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. How often does that happen at the Super Bowl? Like what is it every year there's a streaker, or is it kind of a rare thing? And also with that, like they're gonna say, oh, people are starting to realize they can really easily get a payday for streaking. And so they might beef up security and look out for that more. But then a bunch of like with social media in the state that it is these days, now everybody's saying, oh, I could do that easy. You know,
For sure.
like you don't need a lot of money. Like a lot of people have 30 grand in their savings maybe, and they're just like, I'm guaranteed to get cashed out, so I'm going for it.
It says there's no official count, but this past year, 2024, there were 2 guys. 2021, there was a guy.
Okay.
But that's all I can find right now.
So it's going up.
Yeah.
Trending
Yeah.
up.
I don't know if I
There's a-
remember one last year in the Super Bowl, though. Do you?
No, they usually do it like in a breakup play or something.
Yeah.
It's like in commercials, some
Mm.
some guy will fucking run across the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you never see it.
Usually
on
when the
TV.
camera's on, I mean like the balls.
Yeah, I think they cracked down on it, to be honest.
Okay. You guys are going to a regular NFL, CFL game. Somebody's coming up to you with a wad of cash saying, this is yours, go streak across the field right now. What's the amount of money?
Someone actually did that to me.
Me too. It wasn't a CFL game. It was at like a Notre Dame.
It was at a CFL
It was a Notre
game.
Dame Francis. Was it really?
Really?
Yeah,
How much?
It was a CFL game. It wasn't a lot. I mean, at the time I was in school and working at fucking Sport Check or something.
Yeah.
Like that. So I think it was like 2-3 grand, something like that.
He did do
And I
it.
was like,
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
What's the amount of money where you're like, okay, I have to do this?
Well, how much?
Because
How,
how much is
would the
bail?
bail? Yeah. How much would
Yeah.
the bail be? Like
And that's completely different.
10
wherever
grand?
You live, I'm almost sure.
10 grand bail.
Because I think 10 grand would be, if I saw 10 grand in front of me and said, this is yours, I'm like,
Assuming, okay, let's just play the hypothetical game. 10 grand is bail. What's your number?
15.
Probably 20 for me.
I'd think like
I
25.
think 20. Yeah.
I think I need like 25.
Is that like a criminal charge? Like, is that going on your record and
Well,
stuff?
it's
Or
possible.
I don't know.
if there's no real
If it's
repercussions?
just your shirt off,
If
Yeah.
it's just your shirt off,
is
I
that
think
still
it's
public
Oh,
nudity?
true. Yeah, if it's full nude, I'm 50.
Full
grand.
nude, it's a charge.
Yeah, that is a charge. Yeah,
Un-
because this guy, he probably got away pretty scot free then, since he only
Yeah,
had,
just the
he only
tarp
had his
off.
shirt off. Yeah.
Kid writing on his
Yeah.
chest, it's like a shirt, kind of.
Something.
Something.
If they can do the body
Connor.
paint stuff out in public.
fucking scholar of the law.
Get legal on,
I
on the
declare it
podcast.
clothes.
Get this guy into fucking law school immediately, please.
Streaking at a game is usually a misdemeanor, not a felony.
Okay.
Typically resulting in charges of criminal trespass, disorderly conduct. But I mean, I assume that's not being fully nude.
Yeah, no, no.
I think that's pretty light work.
No, you would get a fat public indecency as well, and
Yeah.
numerous other things on top of that if you're fully nude.
And-
pretty sure.
And if you're drunk, like they'll slap public intoxication on you if
Yeah,
you've had
yeah,
one
yeah.
drink.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
They're gonna throw everything they have at you.
Yeah, no, you know what? Now that we're actually talking about it, it's probably a lot more than I think I said 25K. It's probably closer to 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need a decent chunk of cash to do it.
Fair enough.
There you go. So, how about that Super Bowl halftime show, boys?
Yeah,
Yeah, how about it, Spencer?
it was good. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, what would have been better?
I will fill the viewers in on why do you guys think this is so funny. in a
We
second,
do.
but, I will first speak on Bad Bunnies. I thought it was great. I thought the video. I don't know. You're the camera guy. What is it called? The videographership.
The videography, yeah.
Videographer
I made
shits.
that way
That's
more.
what it's called.
Cinematography. Everybody always
the
does.
pro-
Cinematography.
The
I thought
production
Yeah.
the
value.
production
Yep.
value. I thought it was
Yep.
all
There we go.
spot on.
Yep.
Everything was it's fantastic. I really enjoyed watching it.
I love how like they had like all those individual people as bushes like running around. I
Yeah.
thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't know
And
those
you
were
were
people
sugar
after
cane.
the
I
game.
didn't catch that until after the game.
Oh.
And I saw
Yeah.
a clip and I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were all bushes.
Yeah.
People in the grass.
But yeah, no, I think it was a great representation of culture coming together. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I thought the message was good too. It was good.
Yeah, kind of bringing it all together with all the flags at the end was cool.
Granted, I'm not a huge fan of his music. Hate on me all you want, but I thought the production was great.
I think a lot of people watching were likely not huge fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing is you don't necessarily need to be a big diehard fan of somebody to say like watching the Super Bowl halftime show isn't okay. You got to listen to this guy and be a
Yeah.
fan. It's here's a little performance. Have fun.
Yep.
You know, and it's good music.
No,
in
that's
that,
not
you know.
wrong.
Yeah, like if you're in the club or something, Bad Bunny songs come on, you're gonna be like, this isn't my thing. You're just gonna be like, oh, fuck.
Why isn't he
That's
speaking
true.
English? I'm trying to dance.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. Actually, that's a
Yeah.
good point.
And like, you know, people just get so up in arms about you know, it being American and, you know, having to be in English and everything. And it's just like, you know, dude, this guy's like, it's first of all, it's not Bad Bunny's fault. You know, he got the offer to do this and it's like a performance
And
of a
who doesn't
lifetime.
take that, right?
So
Yeah.
you're obviously
Yeah.
gonna want to take it, and you know, you get to stand in front of the world and do your thing, and it's just I don't know, it's become such a controversial topic just because of the whole language thing. But like
Yeah.
you've also had non-Americans do the Super Bowl before, and there hasn't been that big of a thing then, and you know, like I don't know,
I
it's
feel like we should preface this by saying that we live in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
we
is
gotta.
This is our outside perspective on what is going on in America in terms of politics.
Who did our halftime show?
This is not a situation that we currently live in either.
yeah,
I think
it was Green Day.
Yeah.
who
Yeah, that's
who
dope.
also opened the fucking Super Bowl,
Yeah.
right? Like,
when it comes to everybody being like kind of up in arms about the Super Bowl thing, is we're in a very hyper political state in the world right now, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in the United States fighting over like what identity is and what the American identity is. But the fact of the matter is, the Super Bowl is a private event. It's not a political event. I understand there's a large cultural significance of it, but there was the #1 streaming artist in the world who won a Grammy for Album of the Year, who has an American passport, who was born an American
that's the
citizen,
craziest part.
People
who lives.
forget that
Puerto
that
Rico
Puerto
makes
Rico
you an
is
American
a
citizen.
territory
United-
of America.
It's the United States. It's I think it's older than Alaska, you know? Like it is this is a American, like not American, like a United States passport given guy, and he performed in Spanish. America is a Spanish word. America is named after Amerigo Vespucci, a Spanish explorer. So literally, America itself is Spanish. And I think the thing that's very poetic about the halftime show for me is that Puerto Rico was colonized by the United States and very much, you know, taken for its sugarcane and enslaved and all these things. And then it's a very disadvantaged country and a very poor country in a lot of places because of how neglected it is by the United States government. And so here is like an opportunity to kind of shed light on this neglected part of the United States. And not only do they just not care about it, they're actively fighting against it. And I think there's such a bitter irony to that.
Yep.
And I thought it was amazing that it was such a great show.
That's very well said. Like and like an example of that is with all the power grids and everything too. How that was like a reference to the US kind of like defunding or just like not putting any attention into the livelihood of these people of Puerto Rico. And it was just like it was really cool to see. And he never threw any shade at the US or anything. Like I think he even said the words "God bless America" at one point as well, which I thought was hilarious because everybody was like, "Oh, not one word of English, not what." I think the only English thing he said was "God bless America." So like, he's not hating on your country. It's just it's like you said, it's a way to shine light on the misfortunes of his people and
because the whole point of that is when he said "God bless America." He said, he said in Spanish right after, if you listen close, he says, or I can't remember what word it is, but it translates to "whether it be," or, you know, and so he's saying, "God bless America, whether it be," and then he runs through all the countries within the continental America from bottom to top, and he says United States this, so he's saying like, and then he shows the ball, we are all America.
And then he said Canada, and everyone in the room goes,
we're all a little hyped.
But
I know that word.
I think, but no, it was absolutely a performance of love and unity. And I think what somebody summed it up really well at the Grammys is there was this country artist who is maybe more conservative leaning, maybe more American values, whatever. And he said, I was sat at the Grammys and I saw an artist go up and talk about Jesus. And then I saw Bad Bunny go up and talk like Jesus. And I thought that was beautiful. And I think that's kind of what my feelings on it are.
And even then, like I think the irony is that the ones who are actually throwing shade at the states and at the government, MAGA, whatever, was Green Day, the American artist. Before the Super Bowl, like he was calling out Trump and saying shit and talking his shit on stage.
Green Day is Irish, aren't they?
They're like, well, like descent, but
I didn't think they were. I thought they were European.
Billy Joe Armstrong?
Yeah.
He's from Oakland, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
My bad. Oops.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
Never happened.
Do you have the time to listen to me one? Hey, carry on.
You know the irony of that?
Uh-huh.
Is we're doing a football and hockey podcast and talking about politics.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you have the time?
Yeah.
Listen to me one.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I love it, man. And like, it's just all back to like free speech and whatever, and they protest and argue all day and night for their free speech and this and that, but then when something like this happens,
Yeah.
they shut it down. So it's, I don't know.
And I don't want to bring up another like heavy political point, but I think the issues going on between the left and the right now is the right is pushing really hard towards this idea that the left is trying to make everybody conform to something. You know, like Trump's talking about they want trans for everybody. They want, you know, gay for everybody, or all this stuff, abortions for everybody and stuff like this. And I think there's a lot of anxiety about them losing these things about their culture. But I think it's the right pushing that idea of like, no, you have to speak English. You have to do this. You have to do whatever. And God forbid, what Super Bowl was this?
60.
60. 1 out of 60 Super Bowls had a Spanish artist headline the show. God forbid. You know, I think it's a mood point.
Well, not even like Shakira did.
Yeah, there's been
Yeah.
a couple.
Jennifer Lopez, was she kind of, I don't know.
But even
there's-
then, it's
There
like
was a couple.
yeah.
there's a couple. There's
Mm.
also not been enough to be like, oh, wow, we get this every fucking year.
Yeah.
Like if we're on year 10 of some Spanish artist, you got a little more. Oh, can we please get an American guy in the door?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at Kendrick Lamar did it last year, and every word of it was English, and they were still pissed. It's
be
not.
honest-
It's not a thing about language.
I don't know if this is gonna piss people off.
Probably.
I loved that halftime show.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
was
You're safe.
probably-
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't say that because JLo was awesome. But that was one of my favorite halftime shows.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was amazing. Like,
Same thing though, like the cinematics of it and the production,
yeah,
it's just like fantastic.
all the hidden, the meanings, the metaphors, the this, the that. Like, no, and everybody was saying like, who's this Kendrick Lamar guy? He has what, 23 Grammys? Like
He's done all right.
No, he's done great.
He's won a Pulitzer Prize for his album.
Yeah.
Like, no, the same thing as we were talking about artists earlier, but I think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest artists of the generation.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
couldn't agree more.
I back that for sure.
Kendrick won the beef.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I mean, I know you were saying like they're either gonna go super far,
One way or the
super
other.
far back, or they're just gonna dive back into it. Like you said, like BTS is gonna be
K-pop
next
Demon
year.
Hunters next year's halftime
Yeah.
show.
Great movie.
That would
Hot
be hilarious. But
So should we talk about I just want to kiss my fish, pet my dog, wear my boots.
Yeah, the other halftime show. Good God.
Yeah, we can
It
talk
was,
about it. We can talk about it.
We'd have to.
Not for everybody, but it was
100%.
for some.
I was not privy to the political issues that were going on in regards to both the halftime shows.
everybody
And,
was up in arms.
Yeah, and I have been a longtime fan of Kid Rock's music. Now, let me preface this by saying I do not condone his personal actions or his political beliefs.
Or that
Why?
one song.
Or that song. That those very questionable lyrics were sang in. He was someone that I had listened to since I was probably 10 years old. So there's probably about 10 to 15 of his songs that held a special place in my heart that I listened to for years and years, kind of on repeat.
Yeah,
That
and
song was not one of them.
and like
And granted, when you start listening to things at 10 or 15 years old, lyrics don't mean the same thing as they do when you're 25.
that's the thing,
So-
right? Like it doesn't translate very easily, and if you're not in tune with that kind of stuff, like
That's true.
consistently, and you're not like keeping up with whatever drama is going on in their personal life or anything, like
Yeah.
you know, it can be a little misleading for some people, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you though, man,
so-
in the case of Kid Rock, I don't think I knew at 10 years old or 25 years old what the fuck he said.
Yeah, talking about they got this kid on stage. He's not speaking English. Ricky tiki talk, tooka tiki beaky beaky digi digi dooga dog dooga dee.
That's funny. That is funny.
Yeah.
It is, no, it's an interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I had seen the lineup before, didn't understand the political stuff behind it, and I've always kind of I've loved country rock like forever and ever, amen. So, being that Brantley Gilbert, Kid Rock, and then I guess Lee Bryce, being there to perform that, I was excited about just the lineup on its own. And then I got filled in with the whole political thing, which I'm not an overly political person. So yeah, I guess my closing statement is I do not support. I don't support anything inappropriate that Kid Rock has done, said, or politically views. But God, I like their music.
Yeah.
Cancel me for it. Like,
I mean,
they will.
even
they probably will.
And
Cancel
people
me
in
for liking
Buffalo
the
will.
music. Like,
yeah. I mean, even afterwards, like Kid Rock was on TV on Fox or whatever, like, and like even he was like pretty neutral about it. Like he was pretty cool about the whole Bad Bunny thing, and was saying like,
and
you know,
I
like
think he even said, he was like, I have nothing against Bad Bunny.
yeah,
and even on that point, like we all sat down and watched Bad Bunny first. And then I kind of moseyed off and was curious, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, what is this one about?" And I watched it on replay.
yeah,
So, yeah, I don't know. I thought both, especially when Kid Rock sang "Till You Can't," which is one of my favorite country songs of all time. I thought his rendition of it was fantastic. The lip syncing in Ba Bob. I mean, it's here or there, right? Like,
Yeah.
and to be fair, that's probably a very, very hard song to sing at his age. So, kind of get it. But yeah, no, like "Till You Can't" was my favorite part when he sang "Till You Can't." I think he did a fantastic job of it. And I thought both halftime shows were great. I thought they were both great. So, that's kind of all I really have to say on it. I think maybe one was more purposeful in its meaning and less music driven for myself, and the other was more music driven, less purpose driven.
yeah.
That's probably the best way I can put that.
Yeah, I wonder if they continue with doing that going forward.
I
but
think that might have been a one and done.
I think so too.
The old Turning Point USA.
The Pussy.
Maybe Erica will
pussy.
come out and perform herself next year. That'd be good. We can get behind that.
Who was the Kiss My Fish guy? Which one was that?
That was Lee Bryce.
That was Lee Bryce. Okay, I do want to call it that he. Sorry, I don't know why that.
fired.
Can you cut this?
Cut that. Yeah,
Time
no.
to take your birthday.
You want
The Lee Bryce did throw a very transphobic line into one of his songs, and I want to throw that on the table. Absolutely, that sucks.
Yeah,
That's nice.
it's extremely unfortunate that ends up getting wrapped into all of it because, like I said before, I'm not a very American political person. Like this is not really something I pay a whole lot of attention to, clearly by me not being knowledgeable about what was going on previously. But yeah, it's too bad that ends up. It's just not necessary, in my opinion. I don't know if I don't think it's necessary.
Which one? What is?
just the
If you were
whole
to throw a transphobic line into a song, I don't know if that's necessarily necessary, because I think that there should be a difference between music and politics. That's what I personally believe. I think music should be a safe space to get away from whatever issues or problems are going on in the day-to-day life that you're going to consistently see, whether it's on social media, in your job, walking down the street. I think that music should be something that is almost unbiased, if you will. Now, granted, a lot of artists use it as a platform to speak their opinion, so I respect that as well. It's kind of a tough space, a little bit of a in-between, but
Happy
I think-
medium.
And I can totally agree with that. I think the only difference for me is when it comes to like whether or not we should throw more funding towards fixing potholes, or what are like foreign policies when it's talking about tariffs or yada yada. That's political. Whether we should do a pipeline and stuff, that kind of gets into a gray area. But when we're talking about like whether or not trans people exist or have the right to live as they are, or whether or not like people are pedophiles, that's not politics anymore. You know, that's a human rights thing. And
I think that's psychology, but this is going to go down a fucking rabbit hole if we start doing that. I 100% have a different take than you do on not the pedophiles.
yeah.
Those are still bad.
Yeah, those are still bad no matter what way you paint it.
Yeah.
Well, I think they should run the halftime show back next year.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. I want to hear Erica Kirk sing her rendition.
we are Charlie Kirk.
We carry the flame.
Okay,
I want to get one more thing out of the way before we fully move off of the Super Bowl. Fuck you, Kane Harrison.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah, moving over to the Olympics here. Everything's underway. We're only going to be really touching on hockey as much as, figure skating and all those other sports are super cool. The skiing freestyle was pretty fucking awesome as well. I'm not going to lie. Like
One thing about figure
the ski
skating.
jumping and everything.
The backflip was crazy.
Backflip goes hard.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
On ice, yeah.
Outrageous.
My God.
Like I'm pretty good on my skates. If I tried to do that, I would end up in
The ER.
It would
In the
go
yeah,
not
not
graceful.
well.
Hey,
Not well.
Canada got a bronze. Let's go. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out for that. But going into Canadian hockey, everybody was very excited to see this team finally get it together and play all together once again. It was a pretty entertaining first game against Czechia. I mean, we kind of knew the way it was belt to ass. We kind of knew where it was gonna go. The boys are legit.
I mean, we got McDavid, Crosby, Celebrini. Who else? Like, what a stack.
McKinnon, yeah.
McKinnon.
It's gross.
Yeah.
What were they say? It was that line of Mac, McKinnon, and McDavid today.
All the mix.
Yeah, and they were like, they have a combined 962 points this season over in the NHL. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Some
it's
poor fucker from Switzerland staring that down.
Dude, as anybody, if you see fucking McDavid and Crosby coming at you at the same
That's a
time,
nightmare,
I'm
yeah.
shitting myself.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I'm
You're like a
questioning
perennial
all of my-
fourth line guy
Yeah.
in the NHL.
All of my
You're the
athletic
next
abilities
best
is
player.
Yeah.
null and void.
Yeah, we'll kind of jump into our Stick Crew standouts here. Just talk about the first few games that we've seen. We've only seen pretty much every team play 2 games up to this point.
Yeah.
I think the C pool has only played 1 each, which is the American pool.
Yeah,
So that
Yeah, you're right.
consists of, sorry, I gotta look it up. I don't actually know that.
but
It is America, Germany, Latvia, and oh God, I wish I was better with flags. Who is that?
Oh, that's a good question.
which one?
Wait, that one? The second one?
No, man, that's
Oh.
Germany. I just said
Yeah,
Last one.
I don't have a fucking clue.
Is that Latvia?
no. Latvia is the.
Oh, let me see.
Latvia
Is it
the
is it
third
Norway?
one. It might be.
It
Norway.
looks like
Norway?
Norway.
Okay.
Norway.
It looks.
Norway.
Hey.
Norway.
Norway.
the right way.
Norway.
Norway.
Welcome back to Flags with Finn and.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. I'm for my Stick Crew standout. I'm gonna go out with Macklin Celebrini.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, your boy, Macklin Celebrini. Yeah, man. He came out of the gate, scored the first goal for Canada, kind of just setting the tone, and I love that. He's got 3 points in the first 2 games. He scored again today against Switzerland.
It's
But
been nuts.
I mean, that's what's gonna happen when you play on a line with McDavid. So
And at 13 years old is insane. So-
No, I would agree with that. I think out of the All-Stars on that team, a bunch of them are pretty well established at this point. I think Celebrini is kind of having almost proving his moment.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he's 4th in the league in
Yeah.
points right now,
What
which is nuts.
yeah, he's showing that he can be in the same breath as Crosby and McDavid.
Yeah.
Up where he's at right now.
Yeah,
Right on.
no, really good play from the kid. You love to see it.
Yeah.
Spen?
Yeah, so mine is actually not going to be a Canadian, just because I think this guy.
Traitor!
So that's why you took the jersey off.
Story of my last 2 weeks.
Was that kid wrong?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Slavkovsky here from the Montreal Canadiens, who's playing for the Slovaks. 4 points in 2 games. That is a hot start in the Olympics.
He's looked nuts, and he went out and did a similar thing last time around, right?
Yep.
So
you see him turn up in the NHL in the last little bit here. I think they made a good pick. I mean, they were in the position to, but
Yep.
I think that's going to be a franchise player for a long time.
Yeah.
And you're seeing it on the world stage now against the best of the best. So it's nice to see as someone who traded him away a month ago in fantasy.
Yeah, he's gonna be coming back heated.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I want to shout out one of our grinders, one of our goons, if you like. Connor McDavid, man.
Exactly.
God.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. A little physical these first couple of games. He's putting in a lot more effort than he did in the Stanley Cup. It makes you question some things, maybe. But I think he's also got fucking 6 points to boot in the first 2 games. So
Yeah.
He certainly does.
he's certainly not absent there. But yeah, he's laid out some pretty big fucking hits in the first 2 games here for my fellow Connor.
And you love to see it because he's playing on a line with Tom Wilson, right? So
Yeah.
it's
I
almost like he's trying to one up
It
what
seems like ass
what
backwards.
everybody's
Yeah.
expecting.
You gotta protect that Tom guy.
Do you think some of that motivation comes from his weaker performance in the beginning of the Four Nations? Weaker for his standards. Again, don't shit on me, TikTok.
Yeah.
I think the guy just really wants to fucking win something finally.
Because he's playing out of his mind.
No, he is unreal.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Because growing up with, like as a kid, Sidney Crosby is one of those players where I find it funny that I've never in my life met a Penguins fan in the flesh. But I think everybody universally, there's those players like Sidney Crosby or Alex Ovechkin,
Yeah.
Iginla, where no matter what your team, no matter what your affiliation, you say these are some of the greatest players of all time, and everybody loves them, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think the difference is between McDavid, where I feel like when people talk about McDavid, you really got to grit your teeth and say, he is a good player. You know, like...
I feel like that also,
done anything yet.
and
Like the individual accolades, like you need to win a cup.
fair enough. I mean, I feel like it's also a factor that we live in Alberta, so there's a
That too,
constant.
like here we
True.
actually don't
Yeah.
like the guy.
There's
on
a-
his team.
Yeah, there's a constant clash between Flames,
don't.
Oilers.
I'm a goddamn Kings fan.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you think that's gone for me the last 4 years?
Yeah.
That's just respect your dad, okay? It's
Don't shiver your sleeve.
Connor McDavid's gonna send your team to their Cancun again.
Do you think like because it feels like McDavid is kind of like up there with them. Do you think the dividing factor is like no cup wins or
Yeah. I think that's a
I-
huge part.
I just think in
technically
general,
he's the best player in the United States.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
I think he's the best player in history.
I just
He's the LeBron.
I don't know.
And that's coming again from a Kings fan.
Best player in history. Is great.
I think he's the best player in history.
So I guess that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
is when people
Because even Wayne Gretzky would say, if he played against the competition right now,
Sure.
I mean, I'm saying technically the
Yeah.
best player in history. I'm not taking anything away from 99. I'm not taking anything away from 99. He is the best player right now.
I think being the best player in history is more than just being an amazing hockey player. Like I
You
think
need a resume.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think the fact that he hasn't
Okay.
put up any cups yet, you can't really cement that into
That's fair.
history.
I'll
but
take my licks on that one.
It's like Gordon Ramsay
That's
working
bad.
at Burger King.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah,
like,
that's
this is one of the best chefs in the world, but he's
Okay.
fucking cooking fries
Can
and
I,
lots of
can
fries.
I reframe what I was trying to say that I did not say correctly
Yeah.
the first time? No, he is not the best player in history. I think technically, by the way he plays the game, I think he could be the best player in history.
Yeah.
He might be the most talented player.
Sure, the most
Well,
talented
yeah.
player in
Yeah.
history.
See, then-
He's just not there yet.
No, he is not the best player in history. That 99.
You're still getting
I
flamed.
apologize.
You're still getting
There's a couple guys, yeah.
No, that's not what I meant, though. That's not what I meant.
Gretzky, Crosby, Sven Berchi,
Yeah, that's not what I meant.
all those three.
You can still put McKinnon in there too.
Yeah, Max got a better resume.
100%. Yeah, I just think that McKinnon has a better supporting cast.
I
yeah.
think personally,
They're close.
to your question, I think this is just my personal opinion. I just think Sidney Crosby is a more likable person.
He's a very likable guy.
Yeah, he's just super wholesome and genuine and nice and I feel like a lot of McDavid that we see is getting frustrated, upset that he's not winning, screaming and
Yeah.
crying, and
And
you
he's
know,
almost
like
got like a kind of hockey autism thing going on. Like he's like super dialed in on the hockey, but just nowhere else.
yeah, like
Do you think it's also because he's? I think it's fair to say he is pretty far from a team player. He's a solo act. I think like more often than
McDavid?
more often than I see, he's just taking the puck down himself. You know.
Yeah.
Hey.
Here's the thing. I don't like to speak on whether or not a player is a team player or a good locker room guy. Because to be honest with you, we're a bunch of guys sitting on the fucking couch. We don't have a clue what goes on in that locker room, in that
Yeah.
building,
totally.
Sure.
in
and
that
I-
organization. Now,
He wears the C for a reason.
granted, are there
Sure.
players that distribute more? Absolutely. But does he need to? I don't think so.
That's a fair point. Is he may be a bit of a puck hog, so to speak, but if it gets the goals, it gets the goals. You know, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, sort of thing.
Yep.
But here's the hot take: do you think that McDavid will be held in the same breath as the greats of all time? You know, Bobby Orr, Gretzky, all these guys. Once nostalgia kicks in.
Yeah, he will.
Totally.
You know what? As much as I hate to
Even
say
without
it,
a cup, I think he will.
I think he's going to win a cup. It's a matter of time.
Yeah.
They all do eventually. Like
Exactly.
Ovi got there eventually.
They all do eventually. And you know what? I don't know if that's with Edmonton, and you see that with him signing that 2-year contract.
Yeah, they're on a timeline.
They're on a
pretty
timeline.
much-
You think he's on his way
As
out?
as soon as that expires, maybe not even expires, maybe even after this year,
Yeah.
then there's a completely different opportunity for him somewhere else.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he's going to be fucking expensive wherever he goes.
Yeah, but it's just you're willing to pay it.
And honestly, I don't know, if you have a strong back end, you got a strong defense, you got a good goaltender, I don't know if you need all the firepower they had up front to win a cup.
No, you probably don't. I mean, you don't necessarily need a dry settle beside him.
Do you think he's staying in Canada or is he going down south?
I think anything's on the board.
I think it's best team available. I don't think it's
I
just
agree.
money.
Yeah.
And if he gets traded, it's probably best offer available.
Like he probably wants to stay in Canada because, you know, he's played for Canada and he knows how that feels now. But yeah, I think anything's on the board.
With the Battle of Alberta rivalry,
He might go to the LA Dodgers, who knows?
Probably
Honestly,
will.
at this point,
Actually,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Next up to bat, Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
But no, with the rivalry, would you guys
The heated rivalry?
would you guys have your arms open if he came to Calgary?
In a
Just-
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh my god, I'd pick him up at the airport. this is where it all changes. Like, I'll sit here and say, fuck you, Connor McDavid, for 3 hours during the hockey game. If he came to Calgary, I would.
You're buying that
red
jersey?
carpet, yeah.
Yep.
It's like my love-hate relationship with Corey Perry.
Yeah.
Playing against him, awful. When he's on your team, love him. It's no matter where he goes, it's always going to be the same.
There's actually nowhere that McDavid can go that I'll like him less, which is the beauty of it.
Yeah.
I hate him most where he is now.
I think another thing that goes into the whole Crosby McDavid conversation, just in terms of likability and just love for that player, I think a lot of that too comes from the golden goal back in 2010.
Yeah.
When he had that historic moment for our country, I feel like that just completely like changes everybody's view. He's not just this Pittsburgh Penguin Stanley Cup champion guy anymore. You know,
It's
he
here's
is
what
like
he did for me.
yeah,
Right.
he is the heartbeat of Canada.
He's
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
He's Canada.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really point to with McDavid and say, here's what he's done for me.
Well, there's
Unless you're
Four
the
Nation, but I
Yeah, Four Nations.
But also
absolutely.
not
Yeah.
like he didn't have like a singular moment like that in the Four Nations. Like Crosby's golden goal is like
he
that
what do
motherfucker
you-
won a gold medal for Canada
you
in that
You're gonna-
moment.
you-
It's photographed.
Yeah,
You're gonna want this cut.
yeah,
because
you know
he
who scored the
overtime goal.
Sure,
in
but it's the
Nations.
fucking Four
yeah.
Nations.
It is the Four Nations. It's not the same as the Olympics, but
It's not, but it was also considering NHL players hadn't been back to the Olympics in fucking God knows how long. Was it 8
guess.
years?
yeah, that was like the first taste of
That was the first
the
taste
Patriot,
of
like,
of
national-
national
yeah.
representation
Yeah.
with these NHL hockey players. So yeah, it was fucking electric.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Four Nations is gonna age like not all that kindly
Oh,
after
brother,
they
really?
win a gold
You
medal
gotta,
this year.
you gotta clip that, and then when the Four Nations become like a perennial thing, like that's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Well, it's gonna be a perennial thing. It'll never be
It's
more
gonna be
important than a gold
called.
medal.
It's gonna be called not the Connor Farley Four Nations.
I'm saying if they win a gold medal this year, the Four Nations looks like dog in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was kind of the purpose of it, anyways.
Kind of like a warm up to the Olympics.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah.
that. It's kind of a fun thing where you get to see
It's
these
a nice little
players
appetizer,
represent their
yeah.
country, and you don't have to wait 4 years for it, but you're still hungry by the time that the Olympics come.
I think the Four Nations is like threes in the NHL, whatever it was.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
it's like
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's
it's just it's
Yeah.
something where it's hey, I like that.
yeah
I like that. This is a really good time. You know, it's its own separate thing. I like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the Olympics is its entirely own
Yeah.
thing. It,
Yeah.
it
It's
has
its
a
own entity,
completely different energy to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just electric stuff so far. Really good first game. Binnington silences the haters with a shutout.
Yeah.
You know, he's played like dog the entire year for the St. Louis Blues, and then comes out and performs like exactly how he was in the Four Nations. You know, right where he left off. So who knows? Maybe that man just needs to get out of a blue jersey and get into a red one. Or, I don't know. Like, you know, like, but really, really great to see today versus Switzerland. Logan Thompson, on the other hand, you know, they're gonna cycle through these different goalies and see kind of who's the best fit, who's gonna bring him to that gold medal. Logan Thompson, I think, played a really great game today as well, and he did let in a goal, which was just such a weird and like
kind of like a flippy flop.
yeah, like it was a dumb goal. Like that's not a Logan Thompson.
No.
Like that's not on him.
No,
So,
like fucking 9 times out of 10 he's stopping that shot.
yeah. That was just a scramble,
Yeah.
and you know if it wasn't for that, he would have had a shutout as well. So
Yeah.
I think I'm feeling really good right now in terms of goaltending for Canada. I know we've talked a lot about
all right,
forwards.
Let's make our predictions. Who's gonna start that gold medal game?
I
Now,
think
we're in game 3 coming up here.
Yeah.
So we've only seen one sample of each goalie. And I'm going to say it's Darcy Kemper.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just kidding. No, he's going to clip that again.
Yep.
Yeah, let me know what do you guys think what do you guys think the starting goalie is?
I think it's gonna be
I
Binnington.
think based off of the 2-game sample we have, it's going to be Binnington.
Yeah. I think they started with him for a reason.
Yeah.
And as long as he keeps that track record, he should be fine.
I agree.
I think where you're like comfortable is that if he goes into the gold medal game and has like a first period shitter, he lets in 3 goals or something. You can swap him out.
And
Yeah.
you do and you have solid, probably more consistent goaltending
Yeah.
on the back end there.
Yep.
You don't have the game breaker necessarily. I don't know if Logan Thompson really is that.
Yeah, like you don't have a Vezina winning goalie, right? But
Granted, this year he's kind of playing up to that level, but
Yeah.
I think that's we're
like from if we're talking past wise, yeah.
I think we're in a good position where we have a very strong starter that we've been using, and if not, we're not shit out of luck if we, lose our main guy. Like we're pretty fortunate to have a good set of the guys.
a good 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it. We'll touch on USA's first game here versus Latvia. They come out with the win 5-1, even with 2 goals called back, which was pretty hilarious. And man, like when Latvia scored that goal to tie it at 1, just the pure joy that they had and the excitement, like it almost seemed like they won a medal.
That was their gold medal.
That was their gold medal, just scoring on the U.S. And it was beautiful to see, and like just their coaches and how excited everybody was, and how there was like, hundreds more Latvian fans than USA fans in the stands as well, right? But
Yeah.
the energy there was awesome, and then it obviously just took its course.
Yeah.
as you'd expect. You
I
know,
mean,
it's Latvia.
You look at these.
It's Elvis Merzlikins in that. You know,
Yeah,
like
you look at these rosters, and there's a couple that maybe you could peg as an underdog, but it's not the World Juniors.
No.
This is the biggest stage of hockey you could possibly ever be on, aside from the Stanley Cup final.
the thing is with the World Juniors is that like that's just a group of guys that are not proven yet, and they're just going out there and playing as hard as they fucking can. So
These are seasoned
Yeah.
been
veterans
there
or
before,
very
yeah.
young, very talented studs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a little easier to predict for sure.
Yeah.
And you look at the roster of the U.S. and you look at the roster of Canada, and it's
a 2-man race.
It is-
ultimately. Yeah.
like it's so far from possible to have either of those rosters become an NHL roster, whereas some of these other countries that could be an NHL roster.
yeah.
Yeah, which is just like it's just the case in some of these Olympic team sports.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, man, the Chuck brothers and the Hughes brothers combination though, like that's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a problem. Like though, just the way they were passing the puck. If you guys watch that game, like my God, like there was a fucking tic-tac-toe goal by I think both Hughes, and then to our favorite hockey player on Team USA, Brock Nelson, just fucking taps it in like easiest goal he's ever had in his life. You know, like,
the story of Brock Nelson.
like my God, dude,
Fuck, Brendan Monch.
like my God, like
It is nice that there's like 2 teams at the least.
it's not like a clear cut.
Like Olympic, like they got like flag football coming up next year or next Summer Olympics. That's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Olympic
that
basketball is like, here's LeBron James, Steph Curry against Dave from
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
We taught him how to dribble a week ago.
He was like that break dancer from the Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
He was a teacher.
Yeah.
She was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I actually worked at our local McDonald's until last Friday.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
gonna guard LeBron tonight.
Yeah, it like, and as much as I despise, you know, the whole Team USA, like, because obviously you see the jersey I'm wearing, it's fun hockey to watch.
Oh,
You
it
know,
is,
like
for sure.
it's so fun to watch. Like you got Jack Eichel and centering both the Kachucks, like it's just.
Oh, and Jason Roberts. Oh.
Oh right.
Oh.
Right.
Where is that guy?
Oh.
He's sipping Mai Tais right now.
Dallas.
Probably having a nice little vacation.
He's having, yeah, he's on vacay
No,
for
he
sure.
might. He might actually be back home in LA right now.
What do you guys think about the?
Is that a transition into our injuries?
Yeah, man. Probably
Jason
the.
Robertson, you are an LA King.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
No. I'm just kidding.
Brutal injury for Kevin Fiala of the LA Kings.
Brutal injury for fucking me, actually, apparently.
Oh my God. I know we didn't post this on anything, but do you guys want to explain the trade that you made last week in fantasy?
It was a lose-lose, pretty much. So,
Was it? Was it?
100%. So
Fucking explain to me how the guy I traded for his knee explodes and you're in a losing situation here.
because it just happens to be my favorite team.
Who fucking who?
Yeah.
I would take a healthy NHL team that of course is my favorite team to have a chance for a run at the cup over a fucking fantasy win. Fuck it. Don't post that because we are a fantasy channel.
Except you know what the problem is? You're not risking a fantasy impact. I am, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Of course it's a lose-lose for us.
Yeah.
No. I don't give a fuck if the Kings are hurt.
Explain the trade.
Okay, so the
Explain
trade. Do you want to explain this?
Under false pretenses too, my man.
Yeah.
So the trade was Kevin Fiala and Victor Hedman for Artemi Panarin.
What were the circumstances of that trade?
And the circumstances on that trade were that Victor Hedman scored 2 points in who's he playing?
I don't remember what the game was.
Anyways, it was last time we filmed. I had misread the stat column, and Victor Hedman had a +2 versus 2 assists. So trade goes through. But I mean, on paper, before this happens, you're probably still sitting pretty.
Yeah. It's still not bad, but fuck, it's brutal.
Yeah. Anyways, he gets carted off. Looks to be a fairly severe lower body. Holy fuck.
There we go.
Fairly severe oh,
The happy dads are kicking in.
leave it all in. Fairly severe lower body injury. He ends up being ruled out for the rest of the Olympics. So yeah, I mean that's tough.
Likely,
You never want to see that from any team.
I mean, what it looked like would likely be a season-ending injury
Yeah, it didn't look great.
for the NHL, even with playoffs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When you get stretchered off,
Yeah.
you know, having to be on your front side too, like it did not look pretty at all.
It's usually bad news, yeah.
But yeah, big blow for the LA Kings. So what do you see them doing in terms of, you know, before the trade deadline here?
Yeah, so I kind of gave some thought to that. I don't necessarily see the Kings kind of just cutting their losses. I see us, especially with the amount of cap space we have, and with Fiala's contract going on LTIR, I see us going and grabbing someone else. There was 2 names that kind of initially popped into my mind. Jack Roslovic of the Edmonton Oilers, which they've been looking to move, or Blake Coleman of the Calgary Flames. And the problem with that is they're both divisional rivals, but that being said, they're trying to move these guys. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a deal that ends up getting done.
Yeah.
You don't think about, like, there's any bigger names out there that
I
you
don't
think
know.
are an option?
I don't know if big names are going to be the play. I don't think that.
You think just stacking depth is going to be the best play for them?
Yeah, 100%. Because I think with Panarin joining that roster now, Fiala was one of our star players for sure. I think that supplementing that with a player of caliber similar to Roslovic or Blake Coleman does fill that void. It doesn't fill the upside, but it fills the void for sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Another game here, Finland and Sweden. It was pretty fun to see them kind of face off against each other, big rivals. A few highlights. This no-name guy that I, just didn't know until today, Nicholas Matinpalo. I don't know.
Nicky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Just absolute snipe on Philip Gustafsson, like right off the bat to set the tone, and then man, like UC Saros, he shut it down and only allowed 1 goal, and he was just dialed, like this Finnish team. After you could tell after their loss to who is it in the first game? They lost to somebody. Shit. After their loss to Slovakia, you could tell that they had to flip the script and come out hot. And as good as Team Sweden looks on paper,
on paper they should be running.
They should be competitive for sure.
They should be bronze on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But that kind of makes you think, after Slovakia kind of shit kicks Finland, where does that put them into the mix?
Yeah, I kind of like that it's been interesting so far.
Yeah. I mean, it's more of a battle for bronze, but
yeah, you never know, right? Like something could happen coming up here that throws a fork in the. I don't know that saying right now.
I don't know what would
fork in the road.
No.
Team Canada's fucking hotel explodes.
I think
Sweden's got a chance all of a sudden.
it would have to be a loss between one of the top two teams, and then an upset somewhere. on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, no, it was cool to see. Anton Lundell had
Stick in the forks. Got it. That's the saying.
stick in the forks.
Yeah.
Is that a Stick Crew saying now or
Oh,
Stick in the forks. I don't think that's it.
copyrighted?
Stick in the spokes.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Stick
Producer scheme,
Is
get
it
on
stick in
it.
the spokes? Because I mean that makes sense.
in the spokes makes way.
That makes more sense for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna go with that.
Sure.
Stick in the spokes.
Stick in spokes.
Sure.
What do you guys think about the controversy of Team Canada being in a hotel room and not the Olympic Village? There's a lot of people upset about it, and I feel like a lot more people saying this is such a non-issue.
Yeah, I feel like that's a non-issue.
Canada being in a
They're in a private.
They're in a
hotel.
hotel and not the Olympic Village.
Not a private. Yeah, just a hotel.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what
Like, I get
happens
it.
in an Olympic Village. Like,
Yeah, sorry that they don't want to come to your weird sex party.
Well, there's already.
I think this is kind of a mitigation,
Yeah,
if anything.
Yeah, I think it just makes
If
sense.
it's that.
They're
If it's even that.
because they're.
global stars to an extent.
Yeah.
Or it's a coach's choice / manager.
It was the manager's choice.
Okay, so manager's choice to go, okay, we're going to fucking focus and we're going to go in goal. And there's going to be no fuckery
Yeah,
at all.
exactly. And
So-
I think that's the reason people are upset. I think is because they're saying it's kind of spitting on the tradition of the Olympics or like the community aspect of the Olympics. But also, I think that there is in absolutely no way, and I'm not saying this is necessarily my opinion, but I've heard the opinion thrown around that these NHL All Stars are just kind of on a different level. Like they're not just here for the Olympics, you know. They're all around like all year athletes.
Yeah, which I think kind of makes sense.
They want them to be a little more comfortable, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Like, okay,
Because
I
that can
can
get to
see
be
it.
like, I mean, fucking some bobsled guy from the States. No one's really going up to, I need a picture with you. If you sign this for me, buddy.
Yeah.
You get Sidney Crosby walking around the streets, and
it is a little
all
different.
of a sudden you got all these skiers. And
I mean, I think that's
whatever it may be.
the thing, right? Like, it's far more likely one of the bobsledders are going to ask Sidney Crosby for a photo than Sidney
Exactly.
Crosby's going to ask the bobsledder for a photo. You know, they'll probably get mobbed down there. you know?
They'd get swarmed, yeah.
They're just kind of on a different level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely
It's like,
no discredit to the Olympic athletes. They are titans of humanity.
Yeah,
But I think it's a celebrity issue.
No, for sure it is. I mean, there was like they did a documentary on one of the U.S. basketball teams when they went to China. And like Kobe Bryant got fucking so warmed in China. And I don't think they were staying even at the village or anything, but it was everyone everywhere.
Yeah.
All in your face, no privacy. Up like a million fucking Chinese fans. And Kobe, Kobe, Kobe!
Yeah.
That can get distracting for a team trying to
Yeah.
accomplish something.
I don't think the Olympic Village is enough of a institute of tradition where if Team Canada says, "Hey, we have all-star celebrities coming in, we want them to be on our A game, we want to win gold, we're going to go to a hotel and duck our heads down and focus
Yeah.
on the game."
Is it only for Team Canada?
I think so.
So Team US is in the Olympic Village.
I'm
For
not
hockey?
sure, but I've only heard that Team Canada.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were also in a hotel.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
I can check that.
But no, it does definitely track. Like, they'd be getting swarmed like fucking crazy. Everyone not named Seth Jarvis would be like. Seth Jarvis.
Oh, God, that was me.
Yeah, no, it says for in Milan, Team USA men and women's are staying in the Olympic Village
Are they?
for
There
US.
you
Yeah.
Honestly, and like even they're probably experiencing that to a degree.
Yeah.
There's certainly some studs on the
Austin
US team.
Matthews,
Austin, honey,
Brady.
can you FaceTime Justin Bieber for me?
And do they still have the cardboard mattresses? Are they still doing that?
No, I heard that was kind of debunked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that would completely sell me. I'm not putting my fucking athletes on that.
Oh God, no. God, no. And that's the thing, man. Like these athletes go through so much like physical fatigue and mental fatigue, and it's go, go, go for this few weeks, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't want to be sleeping on a piece of fucking cardboard.
No.
No, and like it's a bit of a party village.
Yeah, and because what's, well, I was gonna say, like, what's the average age of Team Canada and the average
Really?
age of?
Like the hockey teams?
Yeah,
I think they're a little bit on the older side.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know,
So, and like a lot of other Olympians are pretty young.
I think the average, more
Young
is
guys.
closer to 20 than
Like probably guys that would have grown up watching a lot of these hockey players.
Yeah,
I mean, you get like some who's like kids in the Olympics. It's like
Yeah.
16-year-olds and shit.
Well, dude,
then
It's crazy.
Who's that? Alyssa Liu, which is funny. Alyssa Liu. It sounds like.
Spencer's favorite Olympian.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
shades her hair. It's awesome. No, but Alyssa Liu won gold for the States in figure skating, and I think she broke a record when she was like 13.
Yeah, it was just like nuts.
Yeah.
Mixed boobies.
You love to see it.
There was a show that I auditioned for quite a few times. Like I think maybe 5 or 6 times I auditioned for the show, and the last time was not too long ago, and it was for one of the leads, I think, and I got really, really close. And I think they're still looking for something to put me on, but they just kind of announced it, and what I wasn't expecting is a massive amount of controversy coming from the show, because it's a hockey show, and its storyline and its themes, I think they've stated that it's not, but it's paralleled enough to whether or not it is.
I think I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
whether or not it is intentional or unintentional, the controversies following it, that it very closely mirrors the Humboldt
Yeah.
crash. And
Oh,
Shit.
yeah, and so the controversy is people are saying that they're capitalizing off this tragedy, and I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Do you think that the Humboldt Bronco crash is a story that is worth telling, or
yeah.
do you think they're capitalizing on a tragedy?
No, I think it's worth telling, but I feel like only in direct representation.
Yeah, I think it's got to be gone about the right way for
Yeah.
sure.
I think you need people that were involved in that, a part of
Like,
the
have a
show.
say in it, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think you need to talk to probably all of the families.
I
Yeah.
think it would be more of a documentary style than a recreation.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it being like a fiction type show. You know.
You think it should be like the Broncos story?
Absolutely. Clean
Yeah.
and clear. And you have great spokespeople for it too, like Ryan Stresnitsky. He'd be great for that.
Okay.
If they end up doing that. Because I mean it's
Well, documentary on it just seems kind of inevitable at some point.
Yeah.
Like that'll happen.
Yeah.
Because here might be my hot take, is and I do have insider information because I've and I'm not going to disclose any of it because I don't want to, and also that's legal and not good for my job.
Yeah.
But I will say I've had enough of the scripts to read through in my auditions that whether or not, like, let's say it is based off the Humboldt crash, the whole point of the show is to look at how this event has shaped these characters and what their lives are like afterwards. And I think they're doing a great job. I think they're showing how brutal of a thing this is to happen to anybody, and what all these kids would have had to go through.
Yeah.
And I think they are doing it justice.
I mean, like this isn't a show that's out yet, right?
No.
Yeah. So I mean, like you'd have more context than 99% of the people that are like complaining about it right now.
Yeah, and they did state that it's not based off the
Yeah.
Bronco crash.
Yeah. So I mean, like it's one of those things. Like when it comes out, then it's probably a bit easier for people to stomach and see.
Do you think even if it's not based off the crash, but it emulates it enough, it's something that should be regarded.
I think you might get a little bit of backlash.
Yeah.
True, it's very local for us.
Because it'll kind of either be like based off of the crash or not. Like, it's one thing to say it's not based off of the crash, but if that's more or less the storyline that things follow,
Yeah.
then it's certainly like
pretty hard
probably
to
drawing
say
some
from
inspiration from.
Mm.
It's not definitely not like a fresh idea, maybe.
Yeah, but I guess that's my hot take is I think it's a story worth telling because it's a real thing that happened to real people.
Yeah.
And I think they're showing how devastating it was, and I think they're doing it respect.
No,
So
for sure.
I don't think it's necessarily wrong for them to be doing this.
I can
Like-
appreciate those sides of it that you're never going to, that you can act out in fiction
Mm.
that you're never going to genuinely get in a documentary.
Mm. Mm.
So
Yeah. I think the whole point of cinema, the whole point of filmmaking, the whole point of storytelling, it's storytelling at its heart, and it's to convey things you can't tell over a normal medium, you know? And so I think if they're trying to show something like what happened to the Broncos, I do think there's things that can't be shown on a documentary unless it's like a dramatic reenactment that kind of gives you an insight
For sure,
to
yeah.
what the kids might have gone through, what the parents were going through,
'Cause it's-
what the community was going through.
it's going to be impactful in different ways.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I think it's
when you
just
see
depending
that,
on-
yeah, when you see all of that kind of, not firsthand, of course, but through that documentary, it's going to be a little bit more real. But I don't know if you're going to get the entire. It's not going to be like pieces together, kind of what happened.
Yeah.
Whereas you can kind of almost recreate that if you were to do it fiction.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I think it's just dependent on kind of the final product
Mhm.
and like how it comes out. What was that one fucking Netflix show about suicide? That people-
13 Reasons Why?
Reasons Why. People took a lot of problems with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
but
so,
that
like-
that wasn't
Which like
based
they were
on
trying to
yeah.
accomplish something, right? Like
Yeah.
they're trying to send a message on that. Like here's this whole thing about suicide. People felt it was gone about it in not the right way.
Well, if you want to go down the road very closely, there's the that serial killer show on Netflix that came out. What was that?
Oh yeah. The
Charming Killer?
the brothers. What are you
No,
talking about?
that one too.
'Cause they
But,
did something like that.
Menendez,
Netflix
Dahmer.
does
Dahmer.
Dahmer?
When
Dahmer,
Dahmer came
yeah.
out, a lot of people were very furious at Dahmer because they said that this is glorifying
Yes.
what Dahmer was, and like the families of the victims are still around, which is the big thing of like they have to kind of relive this because it's in the global sphere.
Yeah, which was like I think that's like a whole series. Like I think that brothers one was part of the same thing, and people were pissed off with that. They're like,
Mm.
now you got 14-year-olds making horny TikTok edits about these brothers.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
it's-
if you
that
watch
gets
that
questionable.
entire Dahmer series through, there's nothing to be glorified.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
that is all based off of personal representation. And my firm belief is that if you are glorifying that then you should probably check in on.
It's a
what
lot of
this is.
it's a lot of perspective, right?
It was
yeah.
it was definitely not. I think the show glorifying it. I think it was the attention the show got.
Yeah.
That was causing.
Okay,
the
yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's the show's fault or
I get
anything,
that.
but I think that's what the conversation.
Yeah, it definitely blew up, and like people were, and I mean, again, people think that's a handsome man, the guy that was playing him,
Yeah.
Evan Peters.
Yeah. It's good.
You cast a good-looking guy to play a serial killer. It's a little questionable.
Yeah.
You know, like this
I
guy's,
mean, look at the fucking most famous serial killer ever.
Ted, whatever the
Ted
fuck.
Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
Oh yeah, they got
Look at
Zach.
Ted Bundy.
They got Zac
Zac
Efron, right?
Efron.
Come
It's
on.
like it's precisely the exact same.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they did that for a reason. Like Ted Bundy was generally known as
He
a
was
good-looking
actually
guy.
a good-looking
True.
guy,
Yeah,
That's a big
you know,
part of
like
the
that's
case is
Look
that
at
he
Ted
was.
Bundy and
girls
he
were
doesn't
crazy
look
for him.
anything like Zac
A
Efron.
little.
But I will say to that
Brother,
point,
if
it
you
is.
put those two next to each other, I'd be like, you two look nothing alike.
I do think that's true. That's true. I do think it's that a big part of the Ted, what is it, Ted?
Ted Bundy.
Ted, thank you. The Ted Bundy
Shockingly evil
violent,
and
roar-
wickedly
yeah.
vile, though.
It's
Yeah.
that a big part of the case is that women were like insanely attracted to Ted.
Yeah, that's like that was kind of his whole.
Yeah.
His
So if you're
deal.
watching a movie about him and the main actor's not attractive, you're gonna be like, "This is the guy."
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
So I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think it's a story worth telling. And
Well, the
if they
people
do
will
it
have a
well,
problem with it anyway.
Yeah.
Like it's no different than anything that comes up. Like
I guess
some people draw problems and be like, this is fine.
Yeah. And I guess at the end of the day, it is up to the families and the victims. But
For sure, yeah. Like those are probably the opinions that matter.
yeah,
Yeah. Totally.
100% those are the opinions that matter.
Like no one cares what fucking Karen Johnson has to say on Facebook.
No, fuck that.
No.
Like if one of the families comes out and be like, oh, I actually thought this was a really great representation of, and then you get some 45-year-old woman.
Mhm.
I thought this was horrible and vile, and it was like, well, your opinion doesn't fucking matter, Karen.
Yeah.
No, but when I auditioned for it, that last audition there, the character I was reading for was such a emotional I cried during the audition, like not bawling my eyes out, but I was tearing up, and I don't know if I just had a really good reader reading with me, but she
Yeah.
cried too during the scene, and it's an emotional show, and it's definitely not, I don't think it's capitalizing on tragedy.
Yeah, for sure.
Man,
Yeah.
from Olympic hockey to Ted Bundy. You never
The stick crew.
the stick crew.
Yeah, we've touched all the bases today. Yeah.
Yeah. Boys, favorite segment of the week. We're going to get into it. We don't have a whole lot more to cover, so we're just going to do our hot takes. Hot.
Taylor this week. It's a great question. It's a great
Um,
question. I don't know what if we can have a hot take on this. Well, Spencer's was enjoying the Kid Rock concert.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of just I think we should pull something Olympic hockey focused here, if you guys can kind of think of one off the top of your heads.
Okay.
They have an MVP, right, for the Olympics?
I think so.
They have like an MVP for
It's a good question. I don't know if they do.
the medal matches.
That is a good
Okay,
question.
we gotta fucking search.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they do. Because none of the other sports would have like a
MVP.
like the gold medal typically is just the MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's the MVP.
Because I feel like that is kind of a hockey
There
thing.
there
It is.
is an official MVP award
Okay.
for Olympic hockey.
There you go. Because I think that stuff's more the teams do it. It's not really the Olympics are doing it.
It's
It makes
awarded.
sense. So is there an MVP for like Olympic curling? Where would that
I
fall
don't.
into the
I don't
mix?
think so because this is by the IIHF that kind of organizes it.
Okay.
In that case, I don't know. My hot take though is going to be I think that Team Slovakia wins bronze at the Olympics for hockey.
Okay.
And I think that would be a hot take with teams like Sweden or Finland in there.
That's hot.
Little dark horse action.
Okay.
Oh God, I'm getting dust everywhere. Oh
I got it.
yeah.
Yep.
Woo.
All right, so my hot take kind of coincides with what I was saying before. I think Slavkovsky...
That the Kid Rock concert was
No.
the best.
I hope he plays every year.
Just like the music, whatever. Shoot me. I think that Slavkovsky stays on pace and finishes top 3 in points in the Olympics.
Wow.
Wow. There you go. Slovakkovsky.
Slovakovsky. All right, mine's spicy. My hot take is that Macklin Celebrity scores in every single game that Team Canada plays
Wow.
the rest of the Olympics.
There you go.
Wow.
We'll find that
Dude,
out
they
on
get
Sunday.
hotter the longer you leave them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Marinating.
Like, why is that? Someone needs to investigate that science. Why do the hot Pringles get hotter when you leave
I don't
them?
know, we're doing Mythbusters or something.
Right? Is it not hotter? I thought it
No,
was,
they do. Like, they're like a fine wine.
I thought it was placebo at first.
You know what? Maybe I think starch counteracts capsaicin, and once you're there for a minute, your mouth digests all the starch, and then all you're left with is the capsaicin.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay.
Hot take.
You clearly know more than I do. Yeah.
Bill.
Nye the science guy.
Bill.
Science.
Oh gosh, where's my hot take? How many teams are playing in the
You like
Olympics?
that one?
I was not fucking expecting that at all.
Or 12.
Is it a hot take to say that I don't think the states are going to place?
That's
yeah.
like the
It's pretty hot.
Incredibly.
Pretty fucking hot.
Yeah, that is very hot.
That earns you 2.
Yeah.
That's very hot.
Especially since this is your first episode, you get 2.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I think Canada's gold. I think
Yeah.
Canada's gonna go gold. I don't think there's a question about that. Fuck it. I don't think the states is gonna place.
At all?
That's toasty.
So that means you're betting on
Who
probably either
Like a
the
Sweden.
Slovaks, the Finns,
Yeah, who
or
do you-
Sweden.
who do you think it's gonna
I
be?
think it's gonna be Canada. And then who did you say was gonna be 2?
It's either Slovak, Finland, or
Sweden.
Sweden.
Or probably the Faves.
I think literally that. I think it's gonna be Canada. I think Slovak's gonna do silver, and then I think
The thing is, though,
the Slovak gold medal game.
the thing is though, Slovakia, Finland, and Sweden are all in the same group.
Oh,
So
that changes a bit.
kind of changes things.
Yeah, so then that's more than likely not possible.
yeah.
Your other
Okay.
teams, I'd look at like Switzerland, Germany could be a dark horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only two like Czechia, Switzerland, or Germany would be the only other teams.
I think the states is gonna get 4.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Japan got a team this year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go.
They used to do that back in the
They
day.
do? No, they don't.
No, I think they used to do that back in the day on channel. I'd like play as Team Canada against Japan, just to lay down an absolute ass kiss or ass kicking. Ass
Clip
kissing.
that. Clip that.
Oh my
Lay
god.
down an absolute ass kiss.
I'm pretty sure they were all like made
I
up
just want to kiss
characters.
my food.
Yeah, here's my wager. If the states places, you guys, I get spank trained by the state
Wow.
Now we're
If-
gonna shave his
Wow.
eyebrows.
if the states,
We're gonna shave your head.
Maybe.
Oh, he wants it.
If the states does place, I get spank trained by the state crew.
I don't know if you're allowed to put that online.
It doesn't have to go.
Just for the love of the game.
just,
No, that's getting clipped for sure.
just the audio.
That's
Just
good.
the audio.
That's clipped for sure.
That's only going on the podcast. Yeah. Spotify and Apple.
I'm the only fans now.
Yeah, subscribe to our Patreon to find it.
Yeah. Well, from the Stick Crew, you guys, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to be back probably around the same time next week. And maybe by that time, we'll have our gold medal game set.
Yeah.
We're probably going to be in the thick of it
Probably. Yeah.
in terms of the final because it is next Sunday. So
Yeah, by that time we'll definitely have it set.
we'll make sure to have an episode out before the gold medal and bronze or whatever. So
Yeah.
make sure to stay tuned for that. Follow on the X, the TikTok, and on the Instagram, you guys. Like and subscribe on the YouTube. Follow on Apple and Spotify. And the OnlyFans is maybe coming soon.
Probably.
And TikTok.
We got spanked.
Oh, I said it.
coming
Oh, yeah.
soon, so the OnlyFans has to be.
Yeah. Woo! See you next time.